We can get our drinks. We're gonna cheers, take a sip. Yo, I'm Tiggy. I'm live with DJ Simi on Juice Room, and then you take off. Cheers. I'm Tiggy, live with DJ Simi on Juice Room.
What's up, y'all? We in the Juice Room. We got Tiggy, Mr. NayR.
What's happening?
He on here for a reason, okay? This is why he's here because I feel like he is well connected. I feel like he know a lot of information and everybody respects him. And that's why he's here, because I want him to drop some gems for y'all. He is always on top of shit, always know the hottest shit, always be putting me on. And as a DJ, I feel like everybody needs to know him. All the producers need to know him. All the artists need to know him. So we finna get into this interview.
Man, humble. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's one hell of an introduction.
I just want to start out by you telling us who you are. Like, who is Tiggy? Who is NayR Creates?
Okay. So yeah, creatively, NayR Creates. Kind of switched that to just Tiggy. A couple of the homies just started calling me that, so I just ran with it. I dig it. I'm just, number one, I'm just a lover of music. You know, super passionate about music and in its purest form. And then I started off doing journalism for different outlets, stuff like that. And that just turned into developing relationships with artists and just different outlets like that. So then I got into the A&R work. Then at the same time, I was kind of just like posting shit that I like on my Instagram page. And then so it kind of dibbled and dabbled into social media. And you know, I'm just on a journey that, you know, it ain't, I'm still figuring this shit out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just, as I'm going, I'm just working hard.
Yeah. So when did you know you wanted to start working with music, or what made you start?
That's a good question. It really started just as a kid. I just always loved music. I always give my golden ears, as I like to say, credit to my dad and my older brother. Every morning I'm waking up Earth, Wind and Fire, Stylistics, like all, you know, classic, old school. And to me, that's the best genre of music ever. Like there's no music ever like that. And so that was, that created the palette, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then I had my older brother was like 10 years older than me. So I'm a shorty and he 3 6 Mafia, Bone Thugs and Harmony. So them two worlds, man, them two worlds collided, and I was like, wow. So then, you know, just in grammar school, just always listening to stuff, always being in tune. And then high school, that's when it really started to like turn into something. 'Cause I was listening to shit that either other people wasn't listening to or just didn't know about. And then I was the nigga. I had LimeWire, I'm downloading everything, and then I was literally,
LimeWire,
you know what I'm saying? I'm in the hallways of Mount Carmel, like giving out CDs for free, just because I'm like, I just want you to fuck with what I listen to. I want you to be like, you know, damn, you was right about Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying?
Who were the artists on the CDs?
Oh, it was straight trap shit, like Gucci Mane, fucking Waka Flocka, Shawty Low. Just some real, just...
Waka Flocka was my favorite.
You know what I'm saying? Just some real, unknown Atlanta, dirty South trap shit. And yeah, but it was when that wasn't mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember it was like my junior year or something, and Kid Cudi was like that nigga.
Yeah.
And I was so late. I'm like, who the fuck is Kid Cudi? We swinging doors with Gucci Mane type shit. But yeah, that was
a different time.
Yeah, that was like when I first started to want to put people onto new music.
That's decent. So who are your favorite Chicago artists now?
Man, now politically correct, everybody. Go Chicago. No, but Chief Keef. Chief Keef is
that's mine.
What Kanye is for other people, Chief Keef is for me.
For me.
Yeah, like Keef, you know, Keef, Valet, Herb. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dirk. But yeah.
Okay, who are your favorite artists right now that you think have those qualities? And then who are the artists you think that will, like, finna blow up? Like, cause I feel like you always know What's finna blow up?
Yeah.
Like, you always know.
Well, who do I think is gonna be like a generational talent is Baby King, you know, and I think because of COVID, like they kind of held back this year, but still to this day, like Baby King is out here. He's gonna be the new so and so that everybody.
With Kendrick.
Yeah. But so that's that higher level type of artist. And then you actually have called me at a time where I'm not on the brink of anything new. So like the people that I named, people gonna already be kind of familiar with. So my number one pick to blow that is not quite on yet is CEO Trail. Trail is something special. I really think he's going to bring something to the rap game that we haven't seen and heard in a while. So definitely him. Then like just in general of people that's like up and coming that I just really, really listen to and rock with, even if I don't work with them, I just rock with them. So like Primo Rice from out of the DMV, Larry June, of course.
I fuck with Primo Rice and Larry June.
Primo is cold.
They got that vibe.
I couldn't name everybody, so I'm just gonna say Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit, Flint.
They going crazy.
Detroit is like it's so many dope, talented artists. And I must like humbly admit, like I'm not as in tune as I want to be, so I'm not even gonna, but like Babyface Ray, Doug, Pac-Man, my boy that Finesse listened to, I be forgetting his name, YNJ, I think that's his name.
YNJ from
he
Detroit.
hard, you know what I'm saying? Like this Michigan,
Michigan, and it's out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's just.
But they was bubbling.
They was.
And then the door got kicked open. But what really happened is our ears adjusted to their sound. Because that's been their sound. It ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Cash, of course. Shout out BRS Cash. Team Liddy, Throw Baby. Billboard. Shout out to the gang. DCG, they going crazy. Pronto Spaz Out, that whole out west. I like what they doing. Pooh Shiesty. Blast from LA and Flo Milli. Those are my
That's why I'm like, I had to pause real quick. You got to get out.
I almost choked, bro.
You gotta go. Coronavirus! So we were talking about you, and I'm not finna give away your information or nothing like that, but I know you just made a transition somewhere else. Okay. How has living like outside of Chicago like changed? Like your viewpoint on like music and
tremendously. Especially being in Atlanta, it's a more business approach.
Yeah.
It helps you start thinking from a more business transaction perspective. And then also, you get to see how music travels throughout the city differently. So like this is a conversation we've been having a lot lately. Like being in Atlanta, music goes through the clubs. And not only the clubs, but the lounges. Like in Atlanta, everybody knows the Harold's down there. And not even the one in the Edgewood, not even the most cracking one, but like one way out in suburbs in Marietta. It's just a sit down restaurant and they play music like you're in the club. So music is constantly in rotation, which is why songs break faster and more consistently because you're constantly consuming music.
To all of those artists, everybody out there, like, what is something you think they should know that no one ever talks about? Being in the industry and knowing what you know and working with different artists, and what do you think everyone should know?
Number one, everybody's not meant to be the rapper. Like, it's so many more positions and so much more money that can be made doing so many other things. Number two, it's art. So music can't be bad per se, but some music is not that good. And some music is not, it's different levels to this shit. Like, and you have to know what level you're on. If you're in the studio and you making a record, that record may just need to be for yourself and your close friends. Or that record may just, like, it's different levels to making good music. You may want to go in there and just put on a crazy beat and just scream and express yourself. It's still art, but you gotta know how to cross that line between art and business and a product to be consumed by others. And I think people be they don't want to do, oh, it's my shit, it's my art, blah, blah. But, you know, you can do that, but just know which game you're playing. You can't do that and then say, oh, I'm the hottest nigga in the city, why ain't nobody playing with me? It's like, you know. And then lastly, I like to look at, everyone has a creativity pyramid, right? And you have to figure out what's the top of your pyramid. So a lot of people that I know, like this is just an example of a pyramid. Usually people that can draw are also into like graphics, which then turns into something else. It's kind of like 3 layers. And then you got people that can rap, that may be athletically talented as well. And then they can do, it's just all a pyramid. And so just like producers, I think a lot of producers can produce, obviously. Like you're a prime example. In your pyramid, just from what I see, DJing is in your pyramid. Producing is in your pyramid. And then I'm sure you have another creative outlet that you may not share with everybody that's a part of your pyramid.
Just wrong.
So what is this called? This is like production.
Yeah.
So that's your pyramid. But it's up for people to figure out what's at the top of their pyramid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you...
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not advice for me, because I sure don't know.
If you are...
I'm giving equal
If you
chances.
are... What's the word? You may be a really good producer. But you're a life-changing rapper. Or vice versa. You gotta explore your pyramid and just be cool with it.
That's right. So, since you're talking about the producers and the engineers, what advice would you give us, like producers and engineers? I see you always working with artists and things like that. What advice would you give to
engineers,
people that work behind the scenes?
Engineers specifically, well, really both, but more so engineers because their life is they're literally facing the screen and their back. So a lot of times their back is to others. So a lot of times they aren't even seen or, you know, brand yourself. You should be, if I'm an engineer in Chicago, yo, I want to be that dude that they go to like, yo, you working on your album? He needs to engineer your shit. Everything, how I dress, how I carry myself, don't be like, oh, I'm just an engineer. Like, no, you bring this shit to life. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Same thing with producing. You should walk in a room and not saying you have to dress flamboyantly, but your air of confidence should be like, damn, who fuck is bro? Oh shit, he produced. Not, oh, I'm just a producer. Like, cause if a rapper come in this room, you know what that look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever you doing in your field, champion that shit and brand yourself to be the best at that. You know what I'm saying? And that it makes it a team. Like when you like going back to Atlanta, the whole team look like it. You don't know who do what. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at like YSL, the producer is praised just like the rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to carry that self. It got to be in you first and exude that.
So what's next for you?
What's next?
Let us know what's going on. What can we expect?
Man, you'll know when I know. I'm just gonna keep working hard, keep going, and just
keep posting that shit.
I'm keep doing everything that I'm doing, but make it better. And man, God got some blessings coming.
So you want to shout out anybody you think needs to be heard? Anybody we can follow?
DJ Simi.
Okay.
Juice Room, Finesse Fest, man. Everybody in this room. Can we like spin the camera so everybody in the room? But for real, shout out to you.
Come on, spin the camera.
Shout out and thank you to you. Thank you all, you know, for putting this together. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out.
No problem.
Like you finally made it here. I've been waiting because this is the first time we actually did an interview setting. And I feel like we should do more of these, you know, get warmed up to it. We got some more shit coming.
I'll help. I'll interview somebody.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. You
should, though. We need to, the goal of Juice Room is to connect all Chicago people. So anybody can get involved. Like, let's fucking go.
Let's do it. More of this.
Yeah.
So.
Anything else you want to say?
I'm NayR Creates. And I'm DJ Silly. And you're watching.
That's how I feel.
He's about
That's how I feel.
Let me see them gold shine. Hey, you gotta run this. You gotta run this.
Okay, I'm
Let
glad
me see
you know.
your gold shine. Let me see your gold shine. Let me see your gold shine.